has been called America's toughest sheriff. Joe Arpaio was just stripped of his power to enforce federal immigration laws by the DHS. He claims the Obama administration is taking away his authority for political reasons. No. And he joins me now. Sheriff Joe, how are you, sir?
Okay, good talking to you again.
You know, Joe, I have to tell you, I don't understand how we can live in a country, especially your community, your area, where we have the highest kidnapping rate in the country, second only to Mexico City in the world, and they don't seem to have a problem now with the federal government stopping you from enforcing our federal immigration laws. Why is that? How does that make sense, Joe?
It doesn't. It's all politics. 32,000 we have investigated, detained in our jails and on the streets. 25% of the whole country we have accomplished our mission. But you know what? They can take away anything they want. I'm still the elected sheriff. I'm still going to enforce the state laws, and I'm going to enforce the federal laws. There is a law, which they probably don't know about, that local law enforcement can enforce. So nothing changes. I was willing to sign it. I did sign it. They thought I would never sign it. And when I signed it, they sent their top guys down and took away the part of law enforcement on the streets.
Okay.
So you can see.
Okay, hang on just a second. What is all that? Bring me up to speed here. I know that they came after you and they said your deputies can no longer, let's say you're stopping somebody for traffic ticket, and you find out that they're illegals. You can no longer arrest them, right?
Oh no! If they committed some crime, we're going to arrest them. We always do, and we put them in jail. It's those that we have no crime at the scene that we usually turn over to ICE.
Okay, wait a minute. Is that just randomly stopping people and saying, hey, are you legally here?
No. Pursuing to our law enforcement activities. You know, I had the Justice Department in 60 days in the Obama administration coming after me. 60 days it took them to go after me. So this is a calculated program to eventually take the authority away from me under that 287G federal agreement. But I'm still going to do the same thing. Okay, nothing changes.
Okay, hang on just a second. You know, the one thing I like about you, Joe, is that you have always been a man of your word. How did you just sign something that said, okay, that's cool, but now you're telling me maybe you're going to do it anyway?
Yeah, because I really don't need them. I did it to be a good partner. They trained 100 of my deputies. And I really don't need the federal government. In fact, it's going to be great not to be under their umbrella because then I don't have to worry about their bureaucratic policies and supervision. But I'm going to do the same thing. Nothing has changed.
Okay, so I'm trying to understand this. They said that you can't enforce the federal laws. So how are you going to enforce it and still be a man of your word?
Because I'm going to enforce the state laws, and there is a federal law that they don't seem to understand is there, that I will enforce also.
Which is what?
Which is if local law enforcement comes across some people that have a erratic or scared or whatever, they're worried, and if they have their speech, what they look like, if they just look like they came from another country, we can take care of that situation. But I don't need that anyway, Glenn.
Wait. Are you telling me? Hang on.
I can still do the job.
When was that law written? Because all I hear about is that sounds like profiling, and the government is saying you can't profile anybody.
Well, that law in 1996, part of the comprehensive law that was passed, it's in there. It's in there. But I don't, Glenn, I'm going to tell you again, I don't need that law. I can still enforce the state laws, which we do.
All right. Hang on just a second. I need to take a break, and I want to come back, and I want to talk to you about, because you're an elected official. And I'd like to hear about what it's like, the pressure that you're getting from your constituents, the pressure you're getting from national organizations. What is it like on the ground there in Arizona? Back with Sheriff Joe Arpaio here. With the sheriff of Maricopa County, Sheriff Joe Arpaio. Joe, I have to ask you, you said, I think in the last break, I can stop people who look like they've come from a foreign country. I mean, are they wearing sombreros or what? I mean, what does that mean exactly?
Well, it's in the law. It's the speech, their appearance. But we don't just stop people what they look like. We stop people on crimes, whether it's traffic violations or not. And when we come across those that are illegal pursuing to that activity, we arrest the illegals. Okay. And we put them in jail or turn them over to ICE.
All right,
very simple.
You've had these tent cities here, and you also give your detainees pink underwear and the stripes because you want them to realize they're in jail. And so a lot of people find this as a surprise. You're not a pushover. And what is happening now on the streets? Because you've gotten a lot of heat for making people wear stripes and pink underwear. What is the reaction from your constituents and also from the national organizations that seem to be so well connected and be able to make it look like a grassroots movement?
Well, you're right. Every day they're demonstrating in front of my office, calling me Hitler, Nazi, everything else. That's okay. But let me just say this, in 60 days it took the Obama administration and the Attorney General of the United States to go after me, but in Congress, you name it, because they don't like what I'm doing on the illegal immigration situation. But I'm not going to back down. We're still going to do what I took an oath of office to do, Glenn.
Our new Homeland Security Director has just said that the tents have to go away and no more putting people in prison like this. Her point is we're going to put them in hotels where we can keep people for about $10 a day as opposed to $100 a day. Why is that a bad idea?
Well, first of all, if you're going to use hotels and nursing homes, I think we ought to put our veterans in there first, or homeless people, U.S. citizens, people losing their jobs. Why are we putting criminals? See, they say they're not criminals. They are criminals when they cross the border, and we're placing these people in these homes.
It's a misdemeanor.
It doesn't matter. We have
well, you wouldn't. But wait a minute. Hang on just a second. You wouldn't put somebody who has you wouldn't put a jaywalker in jail.
No. But they are criminals. It's not jaywalking. You can get 6 months in federal prison. But why would we use hotels? We have people in the tent city. About 20% of our people in our jail are illegals. I have no problems putting them in the tents.
If, let's just say, go with me on this scenario. Let's say we have one of our nuclear power plants starting to melt down. We can grab an illegal if he happens to be staying at a Holiday Inn Express. Maybe he can fix it.
Well, first of all, you have security reasons. When you put a bunch of people together from a foreign country, first thing they want to do is escape and go back home. I don't know about a hotel. You're going to have to spend a lot of money to make that a secure place, number one. Number two, Glenn, they like to fight each other.
All right. Okay, Joe, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Keep up the good work, my friend. We'll be back in just a minute.
Okay, thank you.
You bet.